This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Big moment for water conservation here in the Southwest. After a year of heated disputes, 3 states, including Arizona, have reached a breakthrough deal to significantly reduce water use from the Colorado River over the next 3 years. Plan would conserve an additional 3 million acre-feet of water by temporarily using less water. Cities, irrigation districts, and Native American tribes in the 3 states will receive federal funding. Officials not saying how much funding individual users in the states would get. Plenty more to come on this story ahead at 5. New developments today from Moscow, Idaho. The man accused of murdering 4 college students back in court for the first time since January. Some of the victims' family members face to face with 28-year-old Brian Kohberger, who remained silent as his lawyers entered not guilty pleas to 4 counts of first-degree murder. Grand jury indicted Kohberger last week, allowing prosecutors to skip a planned preliminary hearing. Former public defender telling ABC News it's not clear yet if that will help or hurt his case.
The less information that's given to the public and talked about in the media, it certainly protects Brian's right to a fair trial and his due process rights. The concerns obviously are that they didn't get the opportunity to cross-examine witnesses at that preliminary hearing.
Prosecutors right now compiling 20,000 pieces of evidence, including a pillow and mattress in the suspect's apartment that tested presumptive positive for blood. If convicted, he could face the death penalty. Looking ahead, tomorrow the ACLU and the city of Phoenix will be in court over a lawsuit regarding cleanup efforts in the homeless encampment known as the Zone. The organization is asking a judge to hold the city in contempt of court for destroying property and displacing people during their initial cleanup earlier this month. City says they did not destroy any property without permission. The next cleanup is set for May 31st. A judge ordered Phoenix to complete the cleanups by July 10th. The unemployment rate in Arizona continues to fall. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reporting a drop from 3.5% to 3.4% from March to April. State's labor force also grew by more than 63,000 workers. Don't forget to buckle your seatbelt. Starting today, police agencies across Arizona are launching a seatbelt safety campaign. They'll be paying extra close attention to make sure everyone in a car is buckled up. More than 1 million women go through menopause every year in the U.S., bringing a whole host of symptoms, including hormonal changes that can lead to unwanted weight gain. Health insiders tell us the weight gain may have more to do with aging than menopause itself, and offered up some tips to help keep your health in check. It really all goes back to diet and exercise. Start with something as simple as 10 minutes of physical activity and 200 fewer calories a day. Fresh veggies, whole grains, and nuts should also become staples of your diet if they aren't already.
When we think about weight gain, it's really looking at the whole picture, making sure that we're addressing those menopause symptoms. Unfortunately, there's not a magic fix, but the thing that we see that's most helpful is calorie restriction. So cutting back.
Out to Griner. Will fire a 3. You bet! BG back in her bag.
What an exciting night at the Footprint Center. Brittney Griner back on the hardwood, playing her first regular season home game in almost 2 years. BG really making her debut big with a 27-point double-double in her return to Phoenix. This time last year, the Mercury star was in custody in Russia after being arrested at a Moscow airport for having vape cartridges with cannabis oil. Now, Griner is working with Bring Our Families Home campaign to get those who are still detained overseas back home. Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. Another hot one in store for the Valley tomorrow, right back into the triple digits tomorrow afternoon. We also have another ozone high pollution advisory in effect throughout the day tomorrow. Air quality looking unhealthy for those of us with asthma and COPD in the afternoon hours. Limit your time outside or you may have difficulty breathing. Low pressure keeping some storm chances going across Arizona today and tomorrow, but then high pressure is going to build in out to the east as we head through the middle of the week. We also have low pressure that's passing by to our northwest, and as Arizona sits in between these two, it's going to get breezy here on us, which will help improve that air quality for the middle to end of this week. We're also going to see temperatures drop as this low pressure system passes to our northwest. In fact, the valley will be down into the 90s again by the end of the week. So there's your 7-day forecast here. 102 tomorrow, 101 Wednesday, and 100 on Thursday. Then highs in the upper 90s for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.